Hi there, friends. Hey, best friends. Best Rooney Doonies. How you doing? Oh, what a day. What a day. I went to the Walmart just to do some quick grocery shopping. I had a couple of things I had to get. Some acetone to remove my gel, and then some vegetables and stuff. But while I was there, I was like, let's check out some Ibotta deals and see what we can see. And I ended up on a $65 order. I think I only paid $25 or $21 or $29. I don't know. I did a full breakdown for my YouTube channel because I wanted to do an ASMR couponing video while I was there, and I had no idea it would turn out so good, because it really did. Like, what a successful trip that was. But yeah, so I'm gonna do the voiceover for that tonight. And now guess where I'm going? I am on my way to Hudson, Wisconsin to pick up a bicycle trailer for my bike. It's like an attachment for my bicycle, and it's like a little seat that we can strap Rosie in. It's not one of those wagon kind of things. It's an actual little seat that has, like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like an attachment that goes to the back of your bike, and it's like a singular seat. It fits up to 80 pounds. And so she's got plenty of room to grow. And I was tempted to get one of those double-seater kind of wagon things with like a screen over it and stuff. But then, because I was like, well, we're going to have another kid. And then I was like, you know what, though? By the time we have another kid that can ride, because I think you have to be like one to ride in something like that. And I was like, by the time we have another kid who's a year old, Rosie should hopefully be able to bike with me. And on her own bicycle. So, excuse me, a little burp. Anyway, excuse me. So I thought, like, by the time we have a kid who can ride in that, like, hopefully Rosie can just be in her own bike, riding along next to me like a big girl. Because she is 4 now, 4.5 almost, and soon she'll be able to ride a bike. We haven't really pushed it or tried to teach her. We tried to teach her last year, but it was a little bit too early. She started getting it, but then we were like, yeah, we're kind of done with this. And then it was winter, so we haven't had the chance to try again. But she'll be riding a bike soon, I'm sure. But until then, I thought we could enjoy this. And then by the time we have another kid who is old enough to sit in that back seat with, like, alone, Rosie and I will be able to ride bikes, and the little kid will be able to sit behind me. Unless I have twins, then I'm totally screwed. But yeah, so I got this seat. It was actually the one that I wanted in my Amazon cart, the exact same one, but the one on Amazon was $300 and this one was $180. So I have to drive about 45 minutes to go get it, but honestly, that's not bad at all, because even if gas cost me $20, which it doesn't, it's gonna cost me like $10 total, but even if gas cost me $20, I would still be saving $100 on this item just because it's slightly used. So I'm really excited to get it. And yeah, and I was also thinking, like, the one with the little screen would be better, because I was like, well, like, if we're going on a long bike ride and she wants to bring like toys or something, then it would be better to have the screened in one, because then she couldn't drop anything and it would fall like onto the street, But then I was thinking about it, and I was like, if we're going on a long bike ride, I want her to be able to be like enjoying the bike ride and looking at the nature, and not just like playing with a toy or whatever in her little wagon. I want her to be like in the breeze, enjoying it. And this one doesn't have a screen or anything. Like I said, it's just a seat, so she will just be like riding the bike with me. And I told her today, I was like, okay, honey, like, I'm leaving. I won't be back before you go to bed. And she was like, no, don't leave. And I said, Rosie, I'm actually doing something really cool. I'm going to go buy something. She said, what are you going to buy? And I said, I'm going to buy you an attachment for my bicycle so that you can ride on my bike with me. And she was like she just thought it was the coolest thing. So I asked CJ if he could get my bicycle ready for the morning so that we could have it like in the morning for me to take her to school. And the only thing is, she doesn't have a helmet. She has one, but it's at CJ's parents' house. So I think I'm gonna go get her a helmet after this. Just stop at Walmart or Target or something and get her a little helmet. She's been all about Minnie Mouse lately. She doesn't have anything Minnie Mouse except for like maybe a couple of shirts, but she, every time, like when I'm like, hey Rosie, what do you want? She's like, a Minnie Mouse one, whatever it is. She's like, I want a Minnie Mouse iPad. I want a Minnie Mouse pair of shoes. I want Minnie Mouse this and that. So maybe I can find her a Minnie Mouse little helmet. So yeah, but I went to that Walmart and had just the most successful trip. I couldn't believe it. I saved $43 and something cents using Ibotta, and I got, a couple of, I think it was $39 on Ibotta, $39.75 is what it was on Ibotta, and $4 even on coupons.com and Fetch. So Ibotta is where it's at, you guys. If you have not downloaded Ibotta, now is the time. You get $5 for free when you start using the app if you use my link, and then I get money for you signing up too. Dude, like it's crazy. Like it's so just cash on the table if you are not using any of those coupon or like rebate apps. It's just insane. Like the amount of money that I have wasted over the years not using those apps, mind-blowing. It's so much easier than you think it is, and it's just so much, like when I heard about extreme couponing, I was picturing like 2007 extreme couponing, where it was like tons of paper coupons. You had to like sort through your mail for hours and like clip all these coupons, and it's just, it's not like that anymore. I've never used a paper coupon before. I only ever do digital deals and rebate, like cash rebates. And it's so awesome. And you have to do it, you guys. If you want to save money, I'm telling you right now, you have to do it. Even if you, like I always say, even if you're weird about like using my link and you feel kind of funny about it and you're like, oh my God, like she's always pushing that link, I don't want to use it for whatever reason, I totally get it. But girlfriend, boyfriend, they-friend, do yourself a favor and download that app somehow. Use somebody else's link if you want to, but girl, you need it. Like cash on the table. I'm telling you, you're wasting money if you're not using it. And again, even if it's just a couple dollars at a time, even if the only money that you earn back from it is that $5 reward that you get when you start using the app from downloading it with my code. Oh my God, like that's $5. That's a coffee that you get for free. You know, it's just, it only makes sense. It only makes sense. And some trips that I go to the grocery store, I spend, like at Whole Foods one time, I spent like $100 and I only got like $6 in cash back. And I was like, damn, only $6, that sucks. But then this time I literally got $43 in cash back. And so those little trips and those big trips, they add up. And even if it's just $1 at a time, $2 at a time, honey, that saves me money, honey. That's money in my gas tank. I got $43 in cash back today. So that pays for what? A quarter of this new bicycle seat? A quarter of it. Just poof. I don't even have to pay it because I just got it in cash back. And I'm just, okay, I'll get off of it now, but I can't stress it enough. Like, I want you guys to win so badly. You can't ever beat me. You can't ever beat me because I want you to win too. Like there's that meme or that saying or whatever, but it's so true. I want you to win just as badly as I want myself to win. I mean that 100%. I am a girl's girl. I am a person's person, and I want you to eat, and I want you to eat at my table, and I want you to be like, this bitch just saved me money. And I want to be that one for you. Like, this world is so big, and it's massive, and there are so many people and so many opportunities. You could never take anything away from me by winning yourself. Never. Like, there's room for all of us to eat. There is pie for everybody, baby. And that's why I think it's so important for other ASM artists to support each other, for other content creators to share each other's work. It's like, I think so many people are scared, like, if I promote another ASM artist, then all my followers are going to start watching them and liking their stuff more than mine, and then I lose. No, you don't lose. You never lose by helping other people, by giving somebody an open hand and saying, here, come with me. You never lose. It's just so important that we support each other. It really is. That being said, use my link. I'm just kidding, but I'm serious. It's so important. It really is. On that note, some ASM artists that I love, and I'm going to totally forget some. I just did a collab with 3 ASM artists that I absolutely adore and love and respect. We've got Danny ASMR, a best friend of mine. We literally talk every single day. We send each other voice notes every single day, check in on each other all the time. New friend of mine, McKenna ASMR. Oh my gosh, she is so tingly. That sounds so weird to say, but just like as a person, everything she whispers, and it's just like she can do no wrong. She is such a relaxing creator to listen to if you like a whisper ramble. She does a lot of videos in her car, just like whisper rambling, and I love that. And she is new to me as a creator, and I found her through Danny, who shares people all the time. And thank God she does, because I find tingly creators like that. Then we've got Miss Alexandria ASMR. She has collabed with me a couple times, and she is such a good mama. She is such a good person. She genuinely wants other women to succeed, and you can just tell. Like, she'll collab with the little guy. She'll share content of the little guy. I am the little guy, and she has supported me to no end. And it's just, the love that I feel from her is so real, and it's something that you just can't buy. You know what I mean? So there's Miss Alexandria, and then my queen, Miss Lori Latte. I have talked with Lori Latte for years. She has sent me Christmas cards when nobody else did. She is just so sweet to me. She'll randomly send you a gift just because she's like, oh, I was thinking about you, and she'll just send you a gift for nothing in return, for no reason. She just is so generous and so kind, and you watch her videos and she just radiates positivity and self-love, and she is just such a light in this community. Oh my God. So I'm so lucky to have collabed with all of them. And then I've also been watching a ton of Tony Bomboni lately. Tony Bomboni is just so tingly and so relaxing to me. I love him so much. I'm gonna let this truck pass me because it's like really loud. So sorry about that. Oh my God, it's so loud. Oh, poor babies. There are pigs in there. Pigs in there on their way to die. Oh, this will not turn into a vegan rant video. I won't even think about it or talk about it, but I'm just saying it's fucked up. It's fucked up. It makes me so sad. So sad when you see their little like snouts sticking out of the little holes. You know, they're all probably just like terrified and crammed in there, and it's just fucking horrible. But anyway, I love Lullaby Leah. I love ASMR for Everyone. I love, oh my God, so many people that I'm just so grateful to know and to talk with. I've only ever had to be like so honest with you guys, and I won't say any names. I won't say any gender. I won't say anything about them because I don't want any negativity to be thrown their way. but I've only ever had one bad experience with an ASM artist before. I will probably never speak about that again. That's the only time I've ever spoken about it. But aside from that one particular random weird instance, everybody in this community has been so kind to me and so nice and supportive. And oh my gosh, Krista ASMR is another one. I just love Krista so much, and I wish that we lived closer. It's another one of those. There are so many ASM artists that I just wish we lived closer, because we would be like literally best friends. We would hang out all the time. And then Mads ASMR, Maddie. Oh my gosh, sweet Maddie. I love her so much, so dearly. We've talked behind the scenes for a couple years now, off and on, and just it's been so nice to get to know her on a deeper level and on a more personal level. And I always am constantly wishing her and her sister Grace the best. I just love them both so much. That truck is so loud. I'm just gonna get past it if I can. It's 60 here, but I'm trying to get past this damn truck, so hopefully it's allowed that I go a little faster. And then I have to get over here anyway. Okay. But anyway, yeah, so Mads, Maddie and Grace, Grace V ASMR. I think that they are both just such sweet girls. And who else do I love? Oh, I could talk about this forever. I just love so many of these beautiful people in this community so much. And everybody's just been, peace and serenity has been nothing but kind to me. There are so many awesome people, you guys. It's a great community to be a part of, I tell you what. And yeah, that's all I can think of for right now, because I am driving and I'm focusing on the road. But it's definitely been on my mind lately. I want to do like a full video just talking about all of the wonderful people in this community. All of them have been so beautiful and wonderful to me. Just in general, like I've never had, even before I did ASMR, I never had like a bad experience with another creator before. Where have I? I've been on YouTube for a very long time, you guys, so I don't know, but I really don't think so. I really don't. And of course I always try to conduct myself in a good light anyway, like just in case, you know, like somebody tries to use my words against me. That's why I always try to be very honest and upfront when I'm talking to people in the DMs, because I never want to say something about a situation and then have somebody be like, that's not what she said in the DMs, you know? And so I'm always just very honest, even if that can sometimes turn people off. And it has once, I'm sure it will again someday, but I just, even in my real life, like I never want to get caught in a lie. And there have been a couple things recently that I've said, even if it's just to my mom and just to CJ, there are a couple of things that I've said to them lately that I just, even right now, I'm getting the yuck about it, like feeling like I'm in trouble. And it's things that I've said with love, but about certain like thing, I don't know, I can't say specifics, but just like there have been a couple things recently where I'm just like, you know what, even though it's just to my mom or just to CJ, I don't feel good about saying these things, so I'm not going to say them anymore. And it's just, it's all things with love, but just words that I'm speaking out of frustration, words that I'm speaking out of wanting the best for everybody in my life, and I just don't feel good about how I've gone about saying those things. And so there are even like instances where I'm not in the DMs and I'm just in real life with people who don't have social media, who don't use social media, but where I'm just like checking myself. I'm constantly learning, I'm constantly growing and checking myself and thinking to myself, like, is this who I want to be, especially going forward? I'm telling you, once I turned 28, it was just like, holy shit, like this is me for the next phase of my life, and I'm not the same person I was yesterday. And I just don't want to ever have a situation where, like, you know, I don't want to talk to somebody and have to worry, like, shit, did I accidentally butt dial somebody, and what if they heard what I said? You know, I never want to feel that way. Or I just always want to speak in a way that is kind, that is honest, but not brutal, you know, because sometimes honesty is hurtful. And it's important to be honest, but I think that sometimes, like, being brutally honest is just being hurtful for no reason. You know, like, it's important to be honest, even if that hurts somebody, but to be brutally honest would be, like, let's say your friend, and I just heard this recently, but I don't remember where I heard it from or what creator it was, but there was this thing that was like the difference between being brutally honest and just being mean. And it was, if somebody, like, let's say your best friend tries on a dress and they're feeling so good in it, and they're like, what do you think? And you fucking hate this dress and you think it looks so bad on them. So you tell them, like, honestly, I hate the dress. I think it makes you look it's super unflattering, and I really don't think you should get it. That's just mean. Like, especially if you can tell that they love the dress. So I think it's important to be honest and say, like, I really like that. I love how happy you look in that dress and how good it clearly makes you feel. Is it my favorite dress? No, I think you could find something better. But if this is the one for you, and you radiating this joy and happiness and confidence is like what this dress is bringing out, I love this dress for you. You know, that's a way you can be honest and say, I like other dresses better. But instead of being like, bitch, this dress sucks, this is ugly as fuck, like, there are ways you can do it. So I don't know, I'm still just trying to learn that and trying to be the best person I possibly can be, because I don't ever want anyone to ever catch me slipping. Like, if I'm gonna be caught slipping, I'd rather catch it myself. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be like, I fucked up here. So that's the tea on that. Burp again. Hold on 1 second. It's coming. I know it. Okay. Got it. And you know what else? In healthy version 2.0 or 2.8, Brooke 2.8, I have been eating so well today, so healthfully. I've been drinking my gallon of water, and I got my exercise this morning by bringing Rosie to school, and I feel so good. I was walking around Walmart and I was literally like, oh my gosh, I am so slim, I am so strong, I am looking so good. I was just walking with a different air of confidence about me, and I was just like, damn, I am feeling so good. And then I just kind of had a chuckle to myself, because I was like, literally, I have been dieting or whatever for like 8 hours. You know, like, it's been 8 hours since I have changed my lifestyle, and I'm already feeling so much better, so much more confident. Yesterday, I was like, not doing so great. Today, I'm like, who's this new bitch? Who is she? Oh my gosh, like, she is so hot, you know? And yeah, it's just funny how you change your mindset and you change those little bad habits that you might have, and you suddenly just feel like a whole new person. And I cannot wait to go to the gym tomorrow and feel that way tenfold, because I will. Like, if I am listening to a good emo playlist and I am doing a good workout, especially if I'm doing like tricep or traps, like traps right here, it's my favorite muscle to work. And if I am looking in the mirror and I'm like, damn girl, you're looking so good, it changes. I go into the gym feeling like unconfident, unmotivated, feeling like, oh, I've let myself go. I leave the gym and I am like, you couldn't find a hotter girl than me. You couldn't if you tried. Oh, there are the piggies. But yeah, it's like you couldn't, even if you tried to find somebody hotter than me. Where? I don't see them. It's just me. So yeah, it's just amazing the confidence shift when you just take a little bit better care of yourself, even just for a couple hours. So with that, I challenge you, drink some fucking water today. Drink some water. Have your coffee too. Don't take away the little joy you have left in this life by taking away your caffeine. Drink your coffee, but then get after it. Drink some water. Go for a walk. It'll change your freaking life. It will change your life. And I swear, like, I feel as though I sound manic. And I probably do, like, I know I do. I'm speaking quite quickly. I have a lot to say, a lot on my mind, and I haven't really had that feeling. In a while to where I'm just like, I could just talk and talk and talk. But I feel that way now. I am certainly like on that level now to where I can just talk. And I don't know why that is or what the situation is with that, but I am not manic. I'm monitoring it carefully, my mental health and stuff, because I am making a medication change right now I'm just adding 10 milligrams of Ritalin in the afternoon. And so I am just being more aware and more careful about what that looks like for me. But I did also start taking a supplement that has, hello, why is it going down like that? I am also started a supplement today. I forget what it's called, but it has a lot of caffeine in it. It's like a fat burner / appetite suppressant. I'm literally only going to take it for a month, just because, and nobody tell me shit about that. Okay. But yeah, I'm just going to take it for a month and then I'm going to stop taking it because those are not meant for like long-term use, but just to like give me a little jolt, a little jump starteroo of energy and, just to get my body used to eating a little bit less, because right now I overeat every single meal until I like feel sick and not good. And so, this is just to help kind of suppress that appetite just a little bit so that I don't do that to myself so much. And then I get my body used to eating a little bit less. And then going forward, I don't have to take it anymore. But I did also start that today, and I've just been chatty Cathy ever since. So I think it's just the caffeine content that kind of is making me feel a little more like, blah, 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 you know, because it does have high caffeine content. But yeah, I am in Wisconsin. I think one of the last times I was here was during COVID, like the COVID-19 pandemic, when it was in 2020, like in July of 2020, I think. And everything was shut down in Minnesota, like completely shut down. You couldn't go anywhere. You couldn't do anything. And so my friends and I just took a little 20-minute road trip or 30-minute road trip, and we came here and went to like 1 or 2 bars and then went home. We had a sober driver, of course. One of us was not drinking, but it was awesome. Like, it was our first time getting out in like 6 months, or it must have been like August or something, but we had been staying inside for 6 months and everything had been shut down. We hadn't been able to go to a restaurant, a bar, anything, even a store. And so it was really nice to be able to get out and do something. And that's probably controversial. People are probably going to be mad to hear that I did that, but I did that. And none of us got COVID. None of us spread anything. It was all fine. But that was also 3 years ago. So I don't know the decision I would make today versus the decision I made then. Who knows? Who knows? Like I said, new year, new me, new age, who this? I don't even know that girl anymore. I don't know anything about her. Ooh, cute. Everybody out here is looking so cute. Everybody out here is going to the bars and looking so fancy. My goodness, how nice for them. I love that for them. That girl was just wearing a super cute, like, long dress, but looking so stunning, beautiful, and it made her whole body look so nice. There are so many times lately that I've been wanting to compliment another woman and just be like, wow, like, you look so good. But I also don't want to be disrespectful or, like, you know, act like I'm, you know, catcalling her or something. But at the same time, I just want to be like, girl, your butt looks great. Your booty, though, looks fantastic. And I would love to hear that, but not everybody does. So I just try to remain respectful and not say anything. But there are certain times where I'm like, as if it's not a body related comment, I will always make it. Like, if I love her hair or her outfit or her eyes, or if I just think she's beautiful, I'll say that. But like, I do try to stay away from the body comments, just because you never know what somebody's dealing with or what somebody's going through. And you might even think like, oh, a compliment, like, how could that be bad? How could a compliment be triggering for somebody? But honestly, for me, it is. Like, so I do get that. Like, on one hand, I would be like, oh my gosh, like, she thinks I look great. But on the other hand, it would just make me like more hyper aware of my body. And at this moment, I honestly, like, any body related comment, I'm like, could you just keep it to yourself? Because it's just hard, like, going from just gaining a lot of weight really quickly. It just kind of made me be like, you know, I don't want anybody to comment on my body and be like, wow, you're looking so good, and just make me spiral into thinking like I'm not looking, like, why are they saying that to me? Because I clearly don't look good and I'm clearly not healthy and whatever. Or if I do lose weight and I start to lose weight and like look slimmer or something, then if somebody compliments me on it, I'll kind of just be like, okay, so what did I look like before? You know, like, you're saying oh my gosh, your face looks so much skinnier. It's like, well, that just means that my face was fat before and you noticed. And it just makes me spiral a little bit. So at this moment, just where I'm at now, I try not to make body comments at all. Even like to my mom or whatever. Normally I would be like, oh my gosh, mom, your butt looks so good, or oh, you're looking so skinny or something. But now I don't say those things. I just keep them to myself because I don't want anybody to comment on my body in a good or bad way. So I just don't do it to other people. Some girls make it hard out here though. I tell you what, some girls are out here just looking so fine. And I'm like, girl, you look so good. In my head. Respectfully. Happy Pride, by the way. Happy Pride. What else? Yeah, if you guys didn't know, I am what they call omnisexual. And I actually forgot what the word was until somebody wished me happy Pride and said the word, and I was like, oh, that's right, that's what I am. Because I said I was pansexual for so long, but pansexual means like you don't see gender. Gender is not a factor for you. You just like everyone. And I was like, that's totally me. I like everyone. But omnisexual is kind of the same thing, except you do see gender and you do have preferences. So you can have a preference for, like, for me, I have some preferences for like more masculine women or more feminine men. But at the same time, I also like a masculine man and a feminine woman. Like I have preferences and I see those preferences. So I'm not just gender blind to where it's like, oh, I don't care if you're a man or a woman or whoever. I just want to be with you. I care about your heart. I care about your heart, but I also care about your body and your looks and your, like, you know, everything. I take it into account. So I'm more of an omnisexual person. But I like everybody. I like everyone. And I don't know if I was thinking about this. Like, I don't think anybody in my life knows that. Like my parents or like CJ's family or anything. I don't think anybody knows that, but like I don't care if they know. It's just not something we've ever talked about or brought up. But like, I don't know, they're all very conservative, so like it's not something I ever would bring up. But I don't know, because I was at CJ's birthday party, and me and somebody who was there at the party were both like watching this music video with these girls in it, and we just fist bumped, like, yeah, you know what I mean? And then I was like thinking about it, and I was like, I don't think my parents know, but oh well. They'll figure it out someday, I guess. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I go to the Pride Parade in Minneapolis every year that I am able to. And I have like a bunch of gay shirts and shit. So I guess people will figure it out, but I don't care either way. Like, I am that way about that, about pretty much everything in my life, to where it's just like, I might not go outright and say it and outright and be like, oh my gosh, yeah, like this is what I do, or this is how I feel about this, or this is my preference on that. Like, I don't care. Like, if people know, I'm not going to just like go out and talk about it, because all of my preferences and things that I like are very controversial anyway. Like veganism, for example, I don't ever just go out of my way to talk about it, because I know that all it's going to do is start a fight. Politics, same thing. I know all it's gonna do is start a fight, like with me and my family, and I'm not interested in that, so I just don't bring it up. But at the same time, if you got questions for me, I'll tell you whatever you need to know, whatever you're curious about. I'm always open. I don't care. I'll talk about it. I just don't like go out of my way to be like, hey, guess what I was just thinking about? I was thinking about how much meat is murder. You know, like I don't just like go out and be like, you know how much I think girls are so hot when they look more masculine. I just don't talk about it. But I mean, I'm an open book though, so if any of you guys have any questions about my life or my anything, I'm always down to answer. Always down. You can't ever find a time for me that I'm not down. If you've made it to this point in the video, leave me a color, just any flag. Leave me a flag in the comments down below. It really helps me with the algorithm, and it makes YouTube think like, oh, people are commenting on this video, they're engaging with this content, they like her, so we're gonna actually send out her notifications and promote her sometimes. That's what it says. And this channel is not monetized or anything. I would love for it to be monetized someday. So if you could leave me a flag emoji in the comments down below, I don't care what flag it is, that would be really, really appreciated. And it also lets me know like, hey, this bestie made it to the end of the video. They must actually like hearing me talk. But yeah, and if you guys ever have any questions about like anything, just let me know. It gives me something to talk about in a video. It gives me something to ponder and think about, and I'm always down to be introspective and think more about my life and myself and my beliefs and me. I'm always down to do that. And it opens conversation too in the comments, and I really dig that on videos where I do answer a question and get, you know, introspective and think, what do I actually feel about this? It makes other people in the comments either relate or leave me a comment that's opposing in the comment section, and that is all engagement, and it really helps me out. So I am about to get to this place and pick up the bicycle seat. I'm gonna go do that, and then I will hop back in the car and get on video and talk to you a little bit more. Either way, whether you join me for that video or not, I appreciate you being here for this one. I love you guys so much. I think you are so dope and so cool, and I love and respect you no matter what you believe, no matter how you feel. I don't give a shit what you think. I just care that you're a good person. So keep being good people, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.